Have you ever felt that your dog knows more than it seems? That they see things invisible to our eyes, sensing when we're sad even before we say a word? It's as if, silently, they read our heart and soul, anticipating feelings we haven't even dared to express. What if I told you that Saint Francis of Assisi, centuries ago, already understood that dogs carry a divine mission? A mission that goes far beyond mere companionship. They are guardians of a spiritual connection, capable of healing and protecting our souls. This truth, once considered magical or mystical by many, now resonates with scientific discoveries and the heartfelt stories of those who live this bond every day. If you want to understand this truth that can forever transform your relationship with your dog, go ahead and leave your like and subscribe, because what's coming next will surprise you in ways you never imagined. Since the times of Saint Francis of Assisi, known as the patron saint of animals, there has been an ancient wisdom speaking about the invisible bond between humans and dogs. He believed these animals are not mere pets, but beings endowed with a sacred mission: to care for the human soul, offering spiritual protection and unconditional love. This connection goes far beyond affection. It is an energetic link that crosses dimensions, capable of supporting us in our hardest moments, even when we don't realize we need help. You're about to understand what this mission truly means and how your dog can be your silent guardian, a true four-legged angel. But why is this connection between dogs and humans so special? Recent neuroscience studies reveal that dogs don't just feel our emotions. They connect with them on an almost telepathic level. They can perceive subtle changes in our bodies and minds, anticipating moments of sadness, anxiety, or even illness. This fine-tuning, which Saint Francis intuited centuries ago, is beginning to be proven by modern science, showing that the bond between man and dog goes far beyond what we imagined. It's a true spiritual bridge that can bring healing and balance to our lives, an invisible thread that keeps us connected even when words fail. Imagine your dog as an invisible guardian, present even when you don't notice, sensing energies beyond human sight. Saint Francis taught that animals are brothers and messengers of divine creation, and today we know dogs operate on frequencies that connect the physical to the spiritual. They silently accompany us, modulating emotions and shielding us from negative influences, almost like an invisible shield. This mission, filled with love and devotion, transforms every gesture of your dog into a sacred act, a form of unconditional love that heals without asking for anything in return, a constant presence that never abandons. Incredible stories prove this divine mission. People who have faced loss, depression, and anxiety report how their dogs showed up at just the right moment, offering comfort and strength. Saint Francis of Assisi said that the love of animals reflects divine love, a bridge that heals invisible wounds. Modern science confirms that during these moments, the brains of dogs and humans synchronize their brain waves, creating a connection that surpasses common understanding. This bond, invisible to many, is the key to the hidden power of dogs and why they are our most faithful companions. A true miracle unfolding before our eyes. But how exactly do dogs achieve this extraordinary connection? Researchers have discovered that dogs exist in a state of quantum entanglement with their owners, meaning their consciousnesses communicate through invisible frequencies. When your dog stares at an empty corner or seems to predict what you're going to feel, they are picking up energetic signals your human brain cannot yet grasp. Saint Francis, without the benefit of modern science, intuitively knew these animals had a greater mission: to be guardians of our emotions and protectors of our spiritual balance, beings operating on levels beyond the physical, touching the eternal. Have you noticed how sometimes your dog positions itself between you and a source of stress, as if protecting your energy field? This is no coincidence. Saint Francis taught that animals are instruments of the divine, and today we understand that dogs can neutralize negative energies, acting as living filters that help keep our mind and heart balanced. This invisible action is part of the sacred mission they carry, to care for us not only physically but spiritually, offering love that transcends words and barriers, a true emotional fortress. But the dog's mission goes beyond protection. It's also about healing. Recent studies show therapy dogs helping people with deep traumas, depression, and anxiety by operating on frequencies that stimulate brain areas responsible for well-being. Saint Francis understood this truth, valuing the transformative power of animals. Every affectionate gesture, every understanding glance from your dog is a silent therapy, a healing energy flowing without words, a balm that often reaches what conventional medicine cannot touch. Did you know Saint Francis saw animals as brothers and soul companions? This view goes far beyond mere friendship. It recognizes dogs as spiritual guides. They carry vibrations that connect the material world to the spiritual, helping raise our consciousness. This deep connection explains why many owners report inexplicable sensations, like their dogs anticipating illness, danger, or emotional shifts. Now, with modern science, these stories gain validation, proving this link is real and powerful, a truth echoing through the centuries. But this connection doesn't happen by chance. Research shows dogs and humans develop a synchrony that aligns their brains during moments of close emotional proximity. This communication goes well beyond language. It's an exchange of energy that strengthens the bond and promotes mutual healing. Saint Francis comprehended this sacred union, seeing animals as messengers of divine love who help us find balance even through life's storms, a bond that withstands time and trials. Now, imagine the impact of this connection in times of deep suffering. Saint Francis taught that true love expects nothing in return, and dogs live that truth daily. In hospitals, homes, and even trauma situations, dogs provide a silent presence that turns pain into comfort and fear into courage. Science confirms that interacting with them releases substances in our body that relieve stress and increase well-being. This is the hidden mission your dog fulfills, being a beacon of light in the darkest moments, a presence that shines even when all seems lost. But how do you recognize this mission day to day? Observe your dog carefully. That fixed look at an empty spot, the way they approach when you're down, or how they protect you. Saint Francis taught us to listen to the silent language of animals, because within it lies divine wisdom. Every gesture, no matter how small, is a manifestation of this unconditional love and spiritual mission dogs fulfill in our lives. Pay attention to the signs. They speak a language beyond words, a language only the heart understands. If you're enjoying this content and want to deepen your care for your dog, don't forget to check out our special collection of pet tools designed to make your life easier and strengthen this sacred bond. Take a moment to like and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming videos that will transform your relationship with your best friend. This collection was carefully selected to bring the best for you and your companion, an unmissable opportunity that can make all the difference. Beyond love and protection, Saint Francis of Assisi shows us that dogs have an essential role in humanity's spiritual restoration. Day after day, they remind us of the value of humility, compassion, and unconditional love. In difficult times, their eyes reflect a light that connects us to the divine, serving as bridges between heaven and earth, between the human and the sacred. This mission isn't just for us, but for the entire world, bringing hope and healing to broken hearts, a message that crosses generations. Modern science is also beginning to unravel this hidden mission. Researchers study how dogs influence human mental and emotional health, showing that just their presence reduces cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and increases oxytocin, the hormone of love and connection. Saint Francis, centuries ago, intuited this power, and today his wisdom finds support in scientific discoveries, revealing our dogs are much more than pets. They are healers in physical form, true miracles walking among us. Have you ever felt that when you arrive home, your dog knows exactly how you are, even without a word? This heightened perception is part of the sacred mission Saint Francis celebrated, a sensitivity that transcends the physical and touches the spiritual. Studies show dogs can detect chemical changes in the human body before symptoms even appear, anticipating crises and offering immediate comfort. They are, indeed, invisible guardians, always ready to protect and heal, companions walking every step of the journey with us. But it's not only moments of pain that reveal this divine connection. Saint Francis also taught us that joy shared with dogs strengthens our soul. The simple act of playing, running, and sharing happy moments with them creates positive energy that raises our vibrational frequency. This exchange benefits not only the body, but is a true spiritual celebration, a reminder that life is a precious gift, and that dog's unconditional love is one of the greatest blessings we can receive. Simple moments that renew the spirit and fill the heart with gratitude. This sacred mission of dogs also reveals itself in their unwavering loyalty. Saint Francis valued loyalty as a divine virtue, and dogs exemplify this daily. Even in adverse situations, they stay by our side, offering comfort and protection. This dedication is more than instinct. It's an expression of spiritual love connecting souls, a force that sustains us and reminds us we are never truly alone, no matter how hard the journey. This loyalty is a light that never goes out. But how does this connection happen over time? Saint Francis believed that the souls of dogs and humans are intertwined by bonds that transcend this life, linked by reunions and shared journeys. Current studies suggest many dogs choose their owners in an almost destined way, as if the union has a greater purpose, a spiritual mission repeated across lives, strengthening an eternal bond of love and healing, a bond that defies time and space. This hidden mission of dogs is an invitation for us to open our hearts and learn to listen attentively. Saint Francis taught us to respect and care for all creatures as reflections of the divine, and our dogs are the closest expression of that unconditional love. When we understand this truth, our relationship with them becomes an inexhaustible source of learning, healing, and spiritual transformation, a journey that changes us deeply. It's important to remember this sacred mission isn't only the dog's responsibility. We humans also have the duty to care for and honor this connection. Saint Francis inspires us to treat our companions with respect, love, and gratitude, recognizing that by protecting and valuing our dogs, we strengthen our own spiritual path. This exchange of care keeps the light of this hidden mission alive between species, a divine partnership worthy of celebration. In the modern world, we often forget the ancestral wisdom of Saint Francis of Assisi and the importance of the sacred relationship with our dogs. But they remain there, silently fulfilling their divine mission, teaching us about patience, compassion, and unconditional love. Opening our eyes to this reality is the first step to a fuller and more conscious life, where humans and dogs walk together in spiritual harmony, connected by something greater than everyday life. And if you could deepen this sacred connection even more, we have a special collection of pet tools designed to help you care better for your dog, strengthening this spiritual and emotional bond. Take advantage of the link in the description. And of course, don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel to keep receiving content that transforms the relationship between humans and their best friends. This is your chance to take this bond to a new level with tools designed for the happiness and health of your companion. To close, remember, your dog is not just a pet, but a spiritual guardian sent to protect, heal, and love you unconditionally. Saint Francis of Assisi already knew this divine mission, and today we have the chance to live this full connection with our four-legged friends. Don't let this opportunity pass. Leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and access our special collection of pet tools via the link in the description. Strengthen this sacred mission and transform your life forever. This is the journey only true dog lovers understand, and you are about to become part of it.